Uh, this right here, if you're watching this, first and foremost, thank you. Gratitude, I give appreciation, and I give thanks. My name is Saint Remy LeBeau. Sometimes I'm Shadow Remy, sometimes I'm Dark Lord Remiel. It just depends on the situation. Um, I'm making this because this is my first day of a reinvention of myself. And within that reinvention, I had to decide that I was delusional about my life. I was uh, choosing to be insane. And this is basically me admitting transparency to myself. Um, I would say the past 3 years since the pandemic, 29 March 23rd, 2020, actually, going towards December 2019. Anyway, my story is I used to work at Chrysler, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, make trucks and shit, decent amount of income, whatever. Um, but I started to realize that I needed two edibles and two double shots of Bombay Sapphire to even be in there. And I started to notice the wear and tear on my body that it was that was going on with that. So it was getting to a point where I started to indulge in that because I realized when I crossed that threshold into my job that my spirit wouldn't resonate with it. I didn't agree with having to ask someone to go piss. I didn't agree with 12-minute breaks and I'm standing up for 10 hours. It was a certain shit that I wasn't agreeing with. So with that, I have this book right here, Think and Grow Rich. So we get 30-minute lunch breaks at work. And I decided, you know what? Instead of eating, I'm going to forego eating and feed my mind instead. So chapter 8 of this book is on decision making. So I spent that whole 30 minutes reading that chapter, kind of skimmed through it, sped read that bit, you know what I'm saying? And what I came to realize is successful people come to decisions fast and rarely, if ever, change them. Unsuccessful people come to decisions slow and change them all the time. So I said, you know what? This is my last day working in this bitch. It was on a Friday. I worked from Wednesday through Saturday, 10 hours a day. And so after I had made that decision, I crossed the threshold and I said a prayer over my soul. And when I woke up, bam, pandemic. I ain't even got to go to work no way. So you see how the universe works. Um, After that, I started getting unemployment, things of that nature. Life was good. I still had my whip. I was maintaining shit, whatever. Um, as time went on, I started to realize that it was unsustainable. My car got repoed. My grandmother died. My car got repoed and my aunt died on the same day. My grandma died like 6 months prior to that. And I noticed that, you know, when those things occurred, I kind of just swept them under the rug and didn't really give myself a chance to feel, feel those things out. Um, I just kind of like pushed it down, pushed everything down, and I just told myself like keep going and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar. Got the mushishi, got my chai tea in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how we coming. You know what I'm saying? Chai tea with the oat milk and that thing. You know what I'm saying? Resting and relaxing. You already know what's happening. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Uh, and I noticed it became a pattern of me always doing that every time I was hit with adversity. Every time I was hit with stress, every time I was hit with worrying, I would just, instead of transmuting those energies, I would just push it down and push it down and push it down and push it down till it got to a point where I started to become a volcano. And it started affecting like my love life, things of that nature. Like, um, there's a woman in my life I consider to be one of my favorite people on the planet. And I noticed this started to affect our relationship because as a man, I was getting too emotional and instead of handling things, I would be complaining a lot. And as you know, those things could like kind of push people away. And the relationship that we have now, like it's still there, but it isn't what it used to be. And I can honestly say, like on my end, I take full accountability for things I wasn't taking the actions. I allow myself to get into this very dark place. Pardon self. Um, I allow myself to become paralyzed by life, and I just recently came to the realization that the paralysis came from always stuffing these things down and pushing them down until it became a point where I could no longer do that shit. It's kind of like filling a cup full of water. Like instead of the water, it was problems, and instead of the cup, it was my inner self. So I started to get to a point where I started meditating more, and I started to work through these things within myself because, as within, so without. The things that your external is determined by your internal. So if you have a messy life, if a lot of people are toxic around you, you got to go within and ask yourself, like, why am I attracting this? It's not the other person's problem. They are who they are. Why do you resonate with it? So when I got to the bottom of that, I realized like I wasn't who I thought I was. So yesterday, I decided, okay, when I wake up starting today, um, I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to the person I was yesterday expected a certain result. The person that I am today is the person that gets those results. So I always had the vision. I just wasn't taking the proper actions. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love money. I'm gonna be a billionaire. This is episode one. I'm telling you right now. This is episode one of this journey. This is something I'm going to do consistently every day as kind of like a journal, but also so people can see the journey. Like the journey is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. We should all do something like this in our lives because I feel like it'll help you keep that visualization in your head. Like, damn, this is where I came from. Let me go back to episode one. You think this backdrop gonna look like this? Episode 100, episode 200, episode 500, episode 1,000, episode 5,000. You get what I'm saying? So when I get to episode 5,000, I'm gonna come back to this video and I'm like, fuck, this shit do work. You got to make a decision and stick with that shit. And, I'm grateful that I have a lot of people in my life that even when I was in my darkest days, they still saw the potential. You know what I'm saying? Like just right now, I can see I'm smoking a cigar right now. Episode 30, I probably won't be. But having that level of generosity and care and all of these things within yourself, like it's very important to not be too hard on self. Allow yourself the vices, but also become aware that they are vices. This ain't doing nothing to help me. You feel what I'm saying? So as I replace these habits with better habits, I'll be able to see over time the progressive growth that I have. I give thanks to Scheherazade because in my darkest moments, she was always there. Scheherazade is my best friend, by the way. I call her Lemonade because every time I'm around her, she's refreshing. Plus, she's cool as fuck. So you know what I'm saying. Plus, she just flows a certain kind of way. She always poured into me no matter what, and I just wanted to take that time to give her that. But yeah, this shit is. I'm excited for this journey. I want to see where it takes me. I already know where it's going to take me because I took the time to visualize before I even made the decision. So, hopefully this will inspire someone to also come on this journey. I plan on creating a group to where we can all do this shit together and build and grow. And you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit cooking in the background. Uh, I recently on November 4th passed my state exam to become a life insurance producer. So I'm waiting on that license to come in the mail. That's multiple sources. That's the income. I'm a solar advisor. I help people get solar panels installed on their homes so they can decrease their electric bill. increase the value of their home at least 10%, you know what I'm saying? Tax credits, and it's a source of income for anybody that owns a home. So if you own a home or know somebody that owns a home, we also have referral system where you get $1,000 every time you do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my goal is to be real. Like, I don't want to put myself in a box to where like I'm an insurance producer, so I have to be a certain kind of way. Like, I'm gonna stay in my lane, but also be in the insurance lane as well. Stay in my lane, but also be in the solar advisory role as well. I also have a group called 14 Eagles, which is a private gifting club. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in that, I could put you in that. You know what I'm saying? We have meetings on Wednesdays for like an hour. You get to come in on Zoom. You feel me? Get to see what it's all about. Have a presentation. We can rap, you know what I'm saying? Rap as in, talk to each other, not, bars, but shit, if you into that, we could do that shit too on the meeting. I don't care. Just creating that organic family structure. I'm gonna be studying, how to talk more efficiently, eloquently, things of that nature. So over time, you'll come to see the growth, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm implementing the spiritual practices. Like, I don't know if you know about dude, but woke doesn't mean broke. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even pay me to do this shit. I just fuck with the book, Billy Carson. You know what I'm saying? Search him on YouTube. Um, Another practice I recently started doing is I started, writing my thoughts down on, you know, index cards, things of that nature. Just as a reminder, watching The Strangest Secret every morning by Earl Nightingale. Every morning, listening to the 42 ideals of my yacht so I can stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? Getting in tune with my emotional side more. Um, Getting rid of these generational curses. Like, this shit start with me. Nobody else thought to do this shit. So I just decided, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to change. I'm going to be transparent with myself. I'm going to be honest with myself. There are things I can work on. I was insane. You know what I'm saying? uh all kind of shit. And I feel like the more everybody does that, the more the world changes, because now your perspective changes. I'm about unity. I don't deal in separation. I don't deal in racism. That shit is for poor people. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like it's for poor people. I'm sure a lot of y'all would agree, because every time it's like you speak your reality into existence when you speak. So if you're talking about racism, whether you're being racist or talking about it, you're keeping the idea alive. There is no separation. I don't give a fuck what color skin you have. I don't give a fuck if you're a good or a bad person. None of that shit has anything to do with me unless we do something together. If we dealing in business, I don't want to hear racism. I don't want to hear complaining. I don't want to hear negative shit. Kill all that shit when you come around me, because you are who you hang around. And if I'm around you and you on some negative shit, I don't want to become that. So I must remove myself. You feel what I'm saying? I must keep it G. I must keep it healthy. I must keep it organic at all times. You feel what I'm saying? I have my vices, but shit, who don't? You know what I'm saying? So in the transparency, my two vices right now that I'm working on, I be drinking wine and shit, and I got my cigars. You feel me? So another thing about that is turn your vices into assets. So what would I do instead? Maybe create an herbal cigar that don't harm me as much. Maybe start my own wine company. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these are things I plan on doing. Just to tap back into my best friend real fast. That's my twin. That's my baby right there. It's funny how I met her and everything like that. Probably get into that on a later episode. She might be on one of these motherfuckers. You never know. But she's starting a wine company, and when she gives me the okay to reveal that, then that's what I do, and maybe y'all can flood her pockets with some cheese, because that's what we about over here. Anybody I come across, um if I walk into a room, I feel like everybody should be a millionaire just because I walked in the room. I ain't even said shit. The energy that I emit will make you a millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. The idea of me, just thinking about me, and make you $1 million. The thought of me, you feel what I'm saying? So I want to create a community of people. Community meaning common unity, meaning we all think a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You can still think how you want to think, but we have that common unity. We have a goal. We trying to do something. So right here, I actually wrote down what success is. And if y'all will permit, it might be a couple pauses in here in this video while I do certain things. I'm gonna break down a couple words for y'all before I get out of here. Success. So it says success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you are doing what you want to do, you are successful. The only person that is successful is the person progressing toward a worthy ideal. So what does that mean? You set a goal. The minute you set off on that goal, you're already successful. You're already successful. The minute you decide to do some shit, you're already successful. Whatever that goal is, your goal could be shit to take 3 showers today. As soon as you take the first one, you're already successful. If you don't take the second one, you failed. So just take that second one and then take that third one. Goal hit. You know what I'm saying? People think goals have to be like, oh, I need to make $20 million every month or I'm not successful. It's like, no. What you need to do is figure out how much money you require every month and then just make double that. That's wealth. It don't have to be $20,000 a month. It don't have to be 50. It don't have to be 100. If your bills are 3,000 and you make 8,000, you're wealthy. You feel what I'm saying? And wealth goes beyond just money. Like, are you working out? How deeply do you know your body? Do you know what you need to be eating? Do you know what you need to cut back on or omit from your diet entirely? You feel what I'm saying? Like getting to know your, hey, like my ancestor said, the only thing you need to do is know thyself. Once you know thyself, you know everything else you need to know. You will know why you don't resonate with this person. You will know why you resonate with this person over here. You will know why I need to be in this place at this time and why I don't need to be in this place ever. You feel what I'm saying? I know, like, oh, I'm allergic to peanut butter. That's some shit to know. Being more aware, raising your awareness. Next word I want to tap into, give me a second. Here we go right here. Perspicacity. What is perspicacity? Awareness of perception, discernment of or understanding, keenness of mental perception and understanding, discernment, penetration, keen vision, acuity, astuteness, insight, acumen. Perspicacity is a clarity of vision or intellect which provides a deep understanding and insight, the capacity to assess situations or circumstances shrewdly and to draw sound conclusions. Intelligence manifested by being astute, as in business dealings, right? So, with that being said, I advise everybody to be more perspicacious. When you go into a cafe, like I watch a lot of Andrew Tate and he makes a lot of sense. I'm an open-minded person. Like I don't go off of how other people feel about people. I'm gonna go see why people are saying that. And most oftentimes when I go do that shit, it's false or it's the reason why I resonate with it based off of what they said. I'm a contrarian. Like if you tell me you don't like some shit, I'm gonna go research it and see why I should or shouldn't like that shit. If you're telling me. So, what made you go in the cafe? You feel what I'm saying? What made you buy the coffee? Was it the cute waitress? Was it the ambiance? Was it the atmosphere? Is a lot of business people in there? Are you a business person? That shit, all of that shit matters. Like, but now it's like, okay, how can I outsell this person if I want to own the cafe? Like everything, I'm not going to sit here and say every decision you make has to have monetary component to it, but if it does, then why not capitalize on it? You feel what I'm saying? If you feel like you could do something better, like Kanye said, if you could do it better than me, then you do it. I took that shit personal because a lot of shit he say, I feel like I could do better. He a Gemini, I'm a Gemini. I'm an extremely competitive person. Midheaven, Aries, North Node, Capricorn. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be self-sufficient, and that's the change that I made because before I wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? It all starts with the mind. Mind controls all. I suggest everybody read this book right here. You know what I'm saying? It's called The Kybalion, Hermetic Philosophy. It deals with the universal laws, 7 of them. You know what I'm saying? I suggest that book. You know what I'm saying? If you need some balance in your life or, you know what I'm saying, you find yourself in an emotional turmoil a lot, I suggest you get a copy of this right here. It's one of my favorite books of all time, The Tao Te Ching. You feel what I'm saying? Put shit into perspective for you. It'll ease your mind, calm you down type shit. You feel me? I deal in feng shui, so shit. I'm gonna just give y'all some heat real fast. Light in the eye of the dragon. You feel what I'm saying? Get that energy flow popping in the crib. A lot of people have a lot of stagnant energy in the crib. Wonder why they can't, you know, access abundance and wealth. Like this shit get deep. You know what I'm saying? Scheherazade bought me this one just because she fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? The alchemist Tao Te Ching. You feel me? Going this motherfucker, all kind of shit. Keep your life in order. It give you a passage from the Tao Te Ching. It give you a diagram. It give you all kind of shit. How to do it, everything. I don't know if y'all can see dog right there, but it give you, you know what I'm saying, different organs and how to keep them working properly and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I'm into self-improvement. I'm into growth. What's this right here? This another one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all would get this from because I found this shit in a random bathroom. That's how I knew it was for me. The science of self-realization. You feel me? All kind of shit. So that's just what I got for right now. I'm gonna have some more books for everybody. I'm gonna do some self-help books. I'm gonna do abundance books. I'm gonna do, excuse me, I'm gonna tap into the finance shit, credit, excuse me, um, all kind of shit. It's time to level up for real. I feel it in my soul. My soul just wasn't happy with how I was living, how I was waking up the same way, doing the same thing every day. The awareness kicked in. I'm like, damn, I'm living in a loop like Bill Murray on Groundhog Day. I feel like Jim Carrey and what the fuck is the name of that movie? Truman Show. It was feeling like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the fuck is going on? This is my movie. And I'm acting like a side character in this bitch and allowing everybody else to be the main character. You know what I'm saying? I realized like my life path is 9 and I'm a humanitarian. So I was doing a lot of people pleasing and shit, but I wasn't pleasing myself at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just going to everybody else. I get an idea and it instantly just became, oh, let me see who I can get to do this. Let me see who I can get to do that. And then when I go to that person, they shooting the idea down. That's stupid. It never work. That shit don't work. You can't do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that I'm taking it personal, like, damn, maybe it won't. The whole time they just projecting because the idea wasn't meant for them. It came to me. And then I came to their ass. You feel what I'm saying? So fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what else I got right here? Cards. I already tapped into perspicacity, success, business. A lot of people don't even know the definition of business, but they claim to have businesses. Business, the practice of making one's living or making money by producing or buying and selling products or providing a service. And I've noticed a lot of times, like I'll be talking business conversations, and a lot of people will say, it ain't always about the money. Like, nigga, this is a business conversation. What's the definition of business? I just read it. Get over yourself. Don't bring your limiting beliefs around me. I am infinite. I am the source having a human experience. And while I'm here, I'm here to break the matrix. I'm here to break the matrix. I'm here to be the 1 and the 2. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to join me in that shit, let's break this bitch and make it bend reality to your will. And stop fucking dealing in circumstances that you feel like you don't have control over. You control your circumstances. You control you. You can't control shit else but you. You control your mind. You control what you eat. You fat because of you. It ain't about KFC having specials and shit like that. Like, no, there's a reason why you can feed a family of 4 with $20. That shit is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Learn to grow your own food so you can know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, this shit easy as fuck, dog. All these how-tos and tutorials. People got literal fucking supercomputers in their pocket. And they Googling porn and shit like that instead of enhancing themselves. Like, it's time to get on this semen retention. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of magical shit that goes into that. Like, I really don't, and I'm gonna say this right here. I really don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion about anything I say because this is my level of understanding right now. Love episode 100. I probably won't even have the same understanding. I probably would disagree and be contrary to everything I said today. You feel what I'm saying? But this shit is a journey. Shit is a motherfucking journey. Enjoy the journey. If you don't understand what wealth is, go look up what wealth is. See if your understanding is off. When people think wealth, they go to physical, paper, monetary shit. Like, I don't get, listen. That's part of it. But wealth is also you opening up your eyes in the morning and you can see shit. Wealth is also your legs working. Wealth is also when you flick your light, nigga, the light switch come on. Wealth is also when you turn the knob, the water come out. Like it's people that gotta walk 10 miles to get water. And it ain't even guaranteed to be there when they get there. And it ain't guaranteed to be there, and it ain't even guaranteed to be clean water. Stop beating yourself up over silly shit. We beat ourselves up over luxuries. Luxury, not necessities, luxuries. You feel me? This shit real. Life is what you make it. Reality is what you make it. If you want it to be real and you agree to it, that's what the fuck it is. That's magic to me. I got out of religion. I deal in the esoteric shit now. Like, it ain't no knock, but it's like I need to go deeper. I need to know why. I, I need to know why I shouldn't put no other gods before you. What made you say that? What made you admit that there's other gods? I thought it was only one God when I was a kid. I thought it was just one God. And then I got a little bit older and I'm like, damn, it says, place no other gods before me, for I am a jealous God. It's other ones? Oh shit, now I turn into a what? Oh, Gnosticism. Now I get to look at Gnosticism. Now I get a deeper, truer story now. You know what I'm saying? You got Islam. I tap into the Sufism. Now I got a deeper, truer understanding of what the fuck Islam is. We got Judaism. Oh shit, I'm gonna go tap into the Kabbalah. Now I got a deeper, truer vision of what the fuck Judaism is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. I just had a conversation with my mother earlier about society, and I was like, I don't necessarily agree with telling everybody I identify as a penguin, and everybody's just supposed to call me a motherfucking penguin because I identify. Clearly, you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? If you identify as a penguin, first of all, you shouldn't be around me because we're not even in the proper climate to even be considered penguins. Like, nigga, I've never seen you eat raw fish before. I've never seen you swim before. You always complaining that it's cold all the fucking time. Get a grip on reality, on absolute reality. That's the dial. Absolute reality. I deal in absolute reality. I don't give a fuck about your opinions. If you state a fact to me, we can go get on the computer and look that shit up. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just leave that shit where it is. I don't deal in debates. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal in whole ass shit. Everything I do is out of love, respect, kindness, joy, peace, all of that shit. Justice, honor. You feel what I'm saying? Right here. I'm a motherfucking samurai. You feel me? I'm a motherfucking samurai. You feel me? I don't know if y'all can see that shit. The Art of the Samurai. Shit kind of blurred, but fuck it. I just read it to you. Art of the Samurai. You feel what I'm saying? I don't be playing. I do this shit. Bushido code. You know what I'm saying? Everything must be done with honor. Everything must be done with respect. I apologize to everybody that I affected with my trauma as I was growing up as well. If you seeing this and I affected you in a certain kind of way, or you feel a certain kind of way about me and shit, I don't give a fuck about your opinions, but hopefully you can forgive me. We don't have to go into a deep ass debate about how I made you feel and none of that shit, because more than likely it's some old shit and we must keep moving. So, what is a genius? Wow. A genius is a man or woman who has discovered how to increase the vibrations of thought to the point where he or she can freely communicate with sources of knowledge not available through the ordinary rate of vibration of thought. How do you get there? Shit, meditation, sexual transmutation. Like I said, I feel like everybody should read this shit at least one time. You feel me? Read it. Read a little bit of this shit every day for the rest of your life. Just a little bit, a chapter. That shit ain't gonna kill you. Tired of people coming up to me talking about some. You don't need to read books and all that. I mean, that shit worked for you. You know what I'm saying? Stop projecting on people. Like, just be yourself. And that go for everything. Nigga, if you like Nike and he like Adidas, then that's what the fuck y'all like. I hope y'all got some stock while y'all arguing about the shit. I hope y'all own Nike and Adidas stock respectively since y'all arguing about this shit. Because if not, you're fucking poor. You're a brokey. You're not even you dealing in liabilities. You ain't flipping them. You wearing the shit. Don't nobody want no used sneakers. I don't want no used sneakers. You feel what I'm saying? I want to put my feet in some heat. You feel what I'm saying? Fresh out the box, never been scuffed, never touched the ground. You feel what I'm saying? That type of shit. We only do new. I ain't got no problem with no used shit, but certain shit, like, nah, it's just nothing it's not something to talk about. Like, I'm tired of people complaining about shit. Like, fuck complaining. If you could fix it, go fix it. Don't spend all the energy that you could have spent fixing it, speaking it more into reality and shit. Like, that's worrying is negative meditation. Anxiety, fuck that shit. Depression, fuck that shit. Like, I ain't up here to debate if it's real or not. All I know is you're in control of it. If you can't control your mind, somebody will. You feel what I'm saying? And if you need help with control of your mind, it's a book by Napoleon Hill, the same dude that made Think and Grow Rich, called Outwitting the Devil. Read that bitch. Understand that every thought ain't yours. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't controlling your mind. So how is every thought yours? Think about that shit. You feel me? So this is the first episode of a whole lot of them shits. We got a podcast coming soon. My brother's called the Peace and Love Show. So y'all stay in tune for that. But I just decided to just take action. And while that's cooking in the motherfucking crock pot, slow cooking, you feel what I'm saying? I just started, I just get a jump ahead and introduce myself. So when y'all see me on there, y'all know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. I don't give a fuck. And it'll always be that way. You feel me? Because there ain't a lot of shit to give a fuck about. I don't have to express emotion for everything that I don't care about. It's just not something that I choose to do, want to do, need to do. Fuck that shit. It's lame as fuck to me. You feel me? So for every time you complain, just know that you could be positively affirming yourself in some kind of way. I chose to be God. If you don't like that shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's my life. Enjoy yours. If I walk around this bitch saying I'm God, then shit. I just gotta show and prove. And if I do show and prove, then shit, maybe it'll inspire you to walk in your true essence. Because, you know, if you have a soul, then you're God, period. If you have a soul animating your body, you're God. Because your soul comes from the source. It is a spark of the source in your body. You are not your body, period. You feel me? That's what I believe, and that's what I know. So, with that being, what else can I touch on? You sparking incense. I'm actually fucking with this. I didn't put this shit off for so long. I've been getting my higher self been telling me for so long to just make one of these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I just finally was like, man, fuck it. And I'm actually enjoying it. So being more obedient to your higher self. It ain't gonna steer you wrong because it's you. You feel me? Let's talk about shit. Let's talk about money. I like talking about money. I notice a lot of people hold a lot of bullshit ideologies about money. Will wake up every day to go to a job and then say they don't give a fuck about money. So what are you working for? Would you do that shit for free? Hell no. What the fuck you at work for then? Fuck. By the way, you know what I'm saying? Ultimate transparency. Just that fast luck, incense, you know what I'm saying? Light it with intention. You feel me? Get that fast luck. Your mind controls all. So if you lighting this bitch to get some fast luck, what you think gonna happen? Shit, I might get a call in the next 5 minutes on some, hey, you want to make some cheese real fast? Hell yeah, I want to make some motherfucking cheese. Hey, you want to hang out and talk this? We got this business plan. I want to put you a part of it. Like, hell yeah, I want to be a part of that shit. But first, tell me what it's about first before I agree to it. But y'all get what the fuck I'm saying. So, yeah, this shit, it's just day one. I'm learning to just take it slow. You know what I'm saying? Don't stretch myself too thin because then you're gonna break yourself, you know what I'm saying? Fall back into that rabbit hole and shit, you gotta start over from square one. And it's probably gonna be a lot of that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna fall off, but you know, shit happens. We all human in some aspects, you know what I'm saying? Just being organic with it, being kinder to self, don't be nice. Because being nice, if you look up the etymology of it, I don't understand why you would want to be that shit. If you're a scholarly person, then you already went on Google and looked up the etymology of the word nice. And if you didn't, then shit, you're probably a nice person and you want to be a nice person. I'm a kind person. I'm kind to self first. When I'm kind to self, it allows me to be kind to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Being nice and make you give somebody your last 20 ball. Being kind is saying, you know, I can't afford to give it right now type shit because you're looking out for self-preservation. Period. Self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to feel bad because you ain't give somebody that last 20 and they your mom or your sister or your brother. Like at the end of the day, You born alone, die alone. If you can help, then do so. If not, don't feel bad about it. You got to get you together. And maybe you'll be in a better position in life later on. So when somebody does ask you for help, it don't even matter to you. You can give 20 racks away if you want to. You just got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Tap into these charities, give back, give massive value. That's what I'm here to do. So if you own a business or some shit, I'm studying fucking how to I'm studying business process and business systems and how to efficiently create that shit for people. So if you own a business, tap in with me and shit. We'll put something together to where like I give you a nice price on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be doing shit for free no more. You know what I'm saying? But if you see massive value in what I'm doing and you know the quality of the work is gonna be exceptional. Feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be very, very, very elegant. You know what I'm saying? Very nice. Haha, I use that fucking word, caught myself slipping. See what I'm saying? Context though, motherfucker. Ah, so anyway, what else I want to talk about? I did this shit on a whim too. I ain't got no script here or no shit like that. Like I'm just pulling from what's in front of me right now. Yeah, this shit is just day one for me. I'm appreciating this shit. Like it feels good to have a direction, have a plan. Like as a man, have a plan. If you don't understand, be understanding until you get an understanding. Don't be arrogant. Don't be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Fuck that shit. Those things will prevent you from a lot of success in life. When you feel like you a know it all and somebody trying to tell you something and you're like, I already knew that. What I do is if somebody try to tell me some shit I already know, I just like, damn, I ain't know that. Because they might tell you some shit you didn't know about the shit you know. This is Saint Remy. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed this shit. Uh, it'll be more to come. I might make another one later. I don't fucking know. Shit, put it in the fucking process. Trust the process. Whatever you want to do in life, if it makes you happy, do the shit. Fuck what people say. Fuck their opinions. Ultimate transparency. I'm done now because I gotta go piss. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.